Hey, what's up, Galaxy Game? Welcome back to the channel. Yeah, so this is our first duel of the format, and we're playing against Blue Eyes. So we're going second, unfortunately. Our opening hand is Dominus Spark, Galaxy Wizard, Galaxy 100, Dominus Spark, Forbidden Droplet. It's a mid hand. If the opponent, doesn't have like any other plays, it would probably be good. Like if they only had like one play, but not the greatest hand. My opponent opens with the Blue Eyes White Dragon, Sage with Blue Eyes, Effect Veiler, Primite Drill Beam, and Synchro Rumble. All right, so let's continue. All right, so my opponent goes main phase one. He's going to normal summon the Sage with Blue Eyes. I'm sorry, Sage with Eyes of Blue. He's going to add the Maiden of White. He's then going to use the Maiden of White's effect to send it to the graveyard. And he gets to activate True Light from deck, uses True Light's effect, so now he gets to set the Wishes for Eyes of Blue, use the effect to discard the Blue Eyes White Dragon, so now he gets to add the Sage with Blue Eyes, as well as the Roar of the Blue Eyed Dragons. He's then going to link off the monster. I'm thinking like, nah, yeah. I was thinking about like, should I use Dominus Spark? No, I can't use Dominus. Actually, I can't get it because he used Maiden of White. I was thinking about using Dominus Spark to like banish this Sage with Eyes of Blue, but yeah, but he still can special summon a monster from the hand, and then he can go into the Link 1, add the field spell that allows him to normal summon again, but then he also has Roar of the Blue-Eyed Dragon. So, yeah, really was just, yeah, I think I could just have to hold on to whatever cards I have in my hand, or I could have just used Dominus Spark this turn, and then use the Dominus Spark the following turn, like, use Dominus Spark on, like, the, like, if he summoned, like, Seal. So yeah, I think the best play would have been to just like not use Spark whatsoever. Yep. So now he's going to use the Spirit with Eyes of Blue. He's going to add the Mausoleum White to his hand. Use Mausoleum White, and then he's going to use Spirit with the Eyes of Blue's effect to send itself to the graveyard. Special summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon from the graveyard. Use the effect of Maiden in White. Special summon itself to the field. He's then going to use the Wishes for Eyes of Blue. So now he can equip the Fusion monster that's a Blue Eyes Dragon to his monster. So he's going to equip it. And then I was thinking, I was like, oh, I was going to use Dominus Spark on maybe like the Synchro, but I forgot that True Light stops his Blue Eyes monsters from being, his Blue Eyes White Dragon from being targeted. And then he also has this card, which will which will negate it. But I still could have used Dominus Spark the following turn and just banish the monster. Yeah, so yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay. Yeah, so he's gonna use, yeah, so he's saying that I have to use it. I technically do not. Like, if my target, like, if I was clearly trying to target a monster, um, that's not targetable, I don't have to use the card, but I didn't feel like getting into any arguments right now. So, yeah, I just used Dominus Spark on the monster. He gets a special summon, I use Dominus Spark on the, Maiden of White, gets special summon a monster for the graveyard. That's GG's right there. I just -1 right there. And I wasn't going to beat that board regardless. So I just go into game 2. So yeah, my opponent opens with Evenly Match, Primite Lordly Load, Roar of the Blue-Eyed Dragon, Ash Blossom, and Mutramifulos. I open with Ash Blossom, Galaxy 100, Prosperity, Attack and Transmigration, Dominus Spark. Alright, so we go main phase 1. I use Pot of Prosperity, so I banish 3. Just wanted to see if I could get to like an Infinity Dragon. So yeah, I banish 3 and I get to 7 Tachyon. Yeah, 7 Tachyon, Galaxy Wizard, Galaxy Soldier. So I'm obviously going to take the 7 Tachyon and putting back the Wizard in the Galaxy Soldier. We're then going to activate the 7 Tachyon, use the effect. So now we get to reveal Galaxy S Tachyon Dragon. And now I get to add Infinity Dragon to my hand. Putting back these Attack and Transmigration. The reason why I put that card back is because I can still get to it. But that was a misplay. Because I sided in the second one, so I mean it doesn't really matter too much if I just can't get. It doesn't really matter if I opened it. So yeah, that was the definite misplay right there. I should have just put back the Spark. So I use Infinity Dragon's effect in hand. He's gonna chain Fua. I chain Ash Blossom to that. Now I special summon into the field. I think he's kind of being too greedy right there. Yeah, so I overlay both Afterglow and Infinity Dragon, go into a Shadow Dragon, use Shadow Dragon's effect, so now I get to add a Galaxy or Tachyon card, but he Ash Blossom that, so that's fine, I can still play. I use Galaxy 100, sending Photon Jumper to the graveyard, use the effect, now I get to add Expedition to hand. You're going to use Shadow Dragon's effect to detach 2, going to the Tachyon Dragon. We're then going to use Afterglow's effect Engrave. So now we get to special summon a Photon Dragon, GPD. Use Galaxy Hunter's effect. And now I get to banish a monster from his extra deck, so I banish the Spirit with the Eyes of Blue. We're then going to activate Expedition, so now we get to special summon Galaxy Soldier. Use Soldier's effect, so now I get to add a Galaxy Summoner. Normal summon the Summoner, use the effect, so now we get to special summon the Afterglow from the grave. Overlay Afterglow and the Photon Dragon, and go into a number 38. We're going to use Summoner's effect to change Soldier to level 4, go into Galaxy Photon Dragon, use the effect to detach. Now we get to add Eternal Galaxy to our hand. We're then going to set Eternal Galaxy, Dominus Spark, and pass turn. I don't know why I set this card face down. There's no need to. Like, I'm not going to use like any other like attributes for the rest of the game. So yeah, that was stupid. But yeah, so he draws into Dominus Purge, which is insane. So I use Eternal Galaxy, use the effect on the Galaxy Photon Dragon. I'm then going to use Photon Lord's effects, and I get to add a Tachyon Primal to hand. Use Primal's effect, so now I get special summons to the field, and then I'm going to activate Primal's effect to add a card. And Tachyon Transmigration, but then he uses the Purge. I'm like, that's fine. I still got Photon Lord, number 38, and Dominus Spark against 3 cards, so I feel like I'm in a good position. And then he goes into main, and he goes into battle phase, evenly matched, which is tough. That is so tough. So it banishes all my monsters. Main phase 2, he activates the Primite Lordly Load, uses the effect, so now he gets to add Primite Drill Beam to his hand. I was contemplating like should I had instead added should I instead left number 38 on the field, because I was like, yo, I was thinking about it. I probably should have left it on the field, but I was just thinking about like Maiden in White and all this other stuff and like Sage of Blue Eyes, so I felt like Photon Lord would have been a better option. But then I was also thinking about that spell card that allows him to to add 2 Blue Eyes cards and then discard 1. So it was like a tough situation I was in, but I should not have been in that situation. I should have kept Dominus Spark in hand. That was silly of me. But it wouldn't have been live. Yeah, it wouldn't have been live on his turn. It's fine. Whatever. Alright, so he uses Roar. Roar special summons the Blue Eyes White Dragon to the field. He then sets the Primite Drill Beam, and then he passes turn. Okay, yeah, so he didn't go Lord to add the Primite, the level 4 Primite monster, because yeah, he didn't do that because he didn't do that. Yeah, he didn't do that because I had Photon Lord on field. So he just sets the Primite Drill Beam past his turn, which I find interesting. Can he have used it? Let me see. Yeah, he should have just used it. Reveal 1 Primite card or 1 normal monster from your hand. Wait a minute. Can he? I don't think. Or if you control level 5 normal monsters, you can use this card without revealing a card. Oh, okay. Alright, so main phase 1. I go and activate Foolish Burial. I'm not going to do anything with Photon Lord yet. I think. Because he thinks that, I guess because he believes that this card is like literally not a threat whatsoever because he doesn't know my deck. So I just activate Foolish Burial, so hoping that he takes the bait and negates that. So yeah, he is. So he takes the bait and he uses Primate Drill Beam. I was like, yes, thank you so much. So now I'm going to overlay into a Galaxy Eyes Full Armor Photon Dragon. And use the effect to detach to pop the Primite Lordly Load. I just don't want him to get back that Primite Drill Beam. Yeah, let me see. Was he going to be able to do anything? Probably not. Yeah, because I think he was going to like summon another Blue Eyes White Dragon, but I was just going to like pop the card, beat over the monster, leave him on top deck. But yeah. So he just scoops. And it would have been so game if we had Photon Howling in the game already, but that's neither here nor there. Alright, so we're on to a pivotal game 3. And we're going second. Okay, so my opponent... Okay, I don't know why this ad just like popped up all of a sudden. That's so weird. I don't know why an ad just like popped up all of a sudden on my screen. Okay. Oh, I thought it went away. Alright, sorry guys about that, but we're just going to have to continue on with it. Unless I could, yeah, there's nothing I can do about that. That's fine. All right, so yeah, go game 3. We got 7 Tachyon, Ash Blossom, 7th Ascension, Galaxy 100, Muchomifulos. So this isn't bad whatsoever. Opponent has Sage with Eyes of Blue, Bestial Magnemite, Ghost Spell, Mausoleum White, and Maiden of White. All right, so he's gonna go main phase 1. He's going to normal summon the Sage with Eyes of Blue. I let that go through. Adds the effect Veiler. Okay. So I then use Fuelos on Res just in case he goes into Link 1. Okay, so then he's going to use the Maiden of White, sending it to the graveyard, activating the True Light. True Light's effect will then activate, so now he gets to... He's saying he sided out True Light? I don't know. Nah, I think he's bugging. Anyway, so he uses True Light, set the Wishes Eyes of Blue, uses Eyes of Blue to discard the Ghost Spell, and then I'm going to use the Ash Blossom on that. So I'm feeling like I'm in a pretty good spot because I know like Mausoleum White, I believe. No, wait, I actually do not know that Mausoleum White's hand. He added Effect Veiler in here. Sorry. Okay, so he uses the Mausoleum White in hand, uses the effect on the Eyes of Blue to send the Blue Eyes White Dragon to the grave and just pass his turn. Yeah, so he just has Bestial Magnemite and Effect Veiler in hand. So now I draw Foolish Burial. So I go main phase 1, use 7 Tachyon, revealing Galaxy S Tachyon Dragon. So now I get to add Infinity Dragon to hand, putting back the 7th Ascension. I was playing around Droll. I didn't want to use 7th Ascension first and then do all that. So just in case he had Droll, I could still go like Infinity Dragon. Okay, sorry guys, we're back. Alright, so then we're going to use Infinity Dragon's effect. Use the effect, so now we get to special summon into the field, special summon the Afterglow from our deck, overlay both, go into a number 62, and then go into a number C62. Alright, so I'm gonna go battle phase. So I just like realized that he had Effect Veiler. I forgot he had it in his hand. But then for some reason I used Foolish Burial. I don't know why. I totally forgot that Afterglow still will double the attack of my monster even after Effect Veiler. And then his Sage with Eyes of Blue only has 0 attack. So I don't know why I still didn't just go battle phase and just, beat this guy. Yeah, I'm just like playing into Nib for absolutely no reason. So yeah, so I just go Foolish Burial, send Photon Jumper, Jumper's effect. So now I get to use the effect to add Galaxy Expedition. We're then going to use Galaxy 100's effect to send the Photon Emperor, use Photon Emperor's effect. He's then going to chain the Magnemite. So banishing my Emperor, special summoning Magnemite to the field, using the effect so he gets to add a dragon to his hand. Still go battle phase, use C62's effect to detach the Afterglow, use Afterglow's effect engraved to special summon the Photon Dragon. Use 100's effect to banish a card from his extra deck. And my C62 has about 8,000 attack because its attack is double from Afterglow's effect. And that should be game. Just attack over the Sage with Eyes of Blue, and that should about do it. So I don't know. It was just like a blunder in my part to like play into Nibiru. But we still won the game, still figured it out, and the battle between the Eyes player, Blue Eyes, is the loser, and the victor is the Galaxy Eyes. So that should be it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the match. Let me know in the comments what you guys think on how I should have played better, and peace.